I have a question for you.
Sure.
Oh. I noticed you've been wearing hats a lot. What's up with the hats?
I've been working out, and so under this is just not fun.
Yeah.
Just trying to, protect the fro.
I was just curious how you have an afro on top and a ponytail on the back.
Cause
You got a mullet. You got a mullet.
I know good memories. Baby, to be good for. I know. Baby, good for.
anyways, so we'll just get into this question from Brooklyn Fly 23. This is a question actually, obviously off Twitter. With all of these streaming services, will people still buy music, or are sales over? Honestly, in a couple of years, kids are not even going to know the meaning of what buying a CD even means.
Exactly. So when you say buying albums, you mean like just purchasing,
like hard drives or some shit.
All of that is in your vehicle right now. That's Rod. He had a thumb drive, boop boop, right there inside your vehicle. So the thing is I think it's a generational thing. I don't think that it's gonna be like all the way over, but it's more and more. It's gonna be less because you're still gonna have the hardcore people like Mike and B, where they go crate digging, like they still buy vinyl. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I buy CDs of the artists that I, like I support. Yeah. But I'm still a streamer, I'm still a digital music person. I don't see it all the way going away, just like radio. I don't see it all the way going away, but streaming and all of that is gonna be the majority of the market share eventually. I don't know how quickly, but
I'm thinking it's pretty quick.
Now with Apple joining, I think it expedited that time frame, but I don't know when.
I haven't even tried it yet, honestly.
I think what streaming does is it feeds this generation's need to have every single thing, right? Because now they don't have to make the choices, the difficult choices sometimes that we had to make growing up. So I think that if anything, purchases will go to become like this kind of niche thing where people just do it, this own subculture where it becomes vinyl. Like that's something that I'm contemplating myself, because I look at CDs and I look at the digital music, streaming and stuff like that, and with Apple Music being in the game and me buying my music through Apple, this is right up my alley, because me having an Apple ecosystem at home, it's perfect. I'm still would like to own music, but I don't want to buy a CD and then you have the bookcase and then you have to go through this, that, and the other, try to get it, to play it. Going back to what FIFO was saying about it being a generational thing, I agree with that, because this is what the kids today are growing up with, but I also believe at some point it's going to supplant like the way people listen and consume music.
Of course.
It's the future now, because now the Apple's they're in it for the long haul. You got Spotify, you got Tidal around, so it's going to, it already is a thing. So I don't see people buying music anymore the way they used to. They're not doing it now. Yeah. And there's reports now that digital downloads from Apple are down from where they were a couple of years ago.
It's convenience, and that's what technology does. Now, not only do I not have to get in my vehicle and go to a place to physically purchase something, now I don't even physically have to search for an album to download it and then move it on my computer somewhere. I just go, search for who I want, and say play. That's what the future holds, and it's going to be even easier. I don't know how much easier it's going to be, but it's going to be even easier 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're integrated in the cars, and then, like Amazon has this thing, and you can speak to it and you can say, Alexa, play Miles Davis Kinda Blue. And that shit will go through Amazon Prime Music and play that shit. Echo, the Amazon Echo. At some point, they got cars fucking driving themselves, the Amazon Echo or some version of it will be in cars, and you just driving and you be like, car, play, Kendrick Lamar's All Right.
It's just like Apple and Siri right now, because Apple has deals with manufacturers.
Yeah, Siri get on my fucking nerves.
What was that? I do not understand.
Siri get on my fucking nerves.
Yeah, hey, look, she's supposed to be better in iOS 9. Okay.
What was you saying?
Apple has deals with car manufacturers. I think they have like 18 or 20 of them. Like that stuff is going to come into the vehicle. So like the Echo stuff. Yeah. So pretty soon you're going to be inside your vehicle and just saying, "Hey Siri, play this," or "Hey Siri, how do I get here?" You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in your vehicle.
Say what?
I refuse to pay for any money for a fucking MP3 album. Ever.
You haven't? Ever?
No.
Not through
I have
iTunes, ever.
never in my entire life, if I'm lying, kill me right now. I have never in my entire life purchased anything through iTunes. Ever.
Wow.
And I refuse to.
Why?
You never bought a
I
hat?
don't want to.
Well,
Music-wise, I'm talking about. I think I bought one app because it was like $1.99 and I really wanted it. I think it was like a Walking Dead game or something. Because I mean, there's always going to be people like me that buy records, and there's always going to be companies that know that there's a market like me out there that are going to make records. If CDs go away, that's not fine. That would suck too because I buy CDs as well. But I think that's the one thing that hipster culture has helped me out with is they've made it cool to buy records again.
when you buy those, do you listen to your music from that?
Yeah, of course.
Because I know some people just do it for like collecting purposes.
And that's fine too, but I mean, I have
You actually
stereos
listen
in
to-
my house. I don't buy vinyl just to be like, look what I have. I put it on the shelf and I have to listen to it.
Right.
I listen to my records. I listen to my CDs.
Are any of them like prized to you? Like, do you hang any of them?
Do I hang any of them?
Yeah.
No, but then sun hits them and they fade or they warp.
Oh.
Well, that's the old school. Well, you know that.
What, hanging records? Yeah, we didn't know any better back then. But there's a couple records that I have where I have doubles of that I put just the sleeve in a frame.
Okay.
But I would never in my life put a prized record in a frame and hang it on my wall.
Right.
If you ever walk in anybody's house and they have done that, they ain't shit.
The one thing that I don't like about the streaming business is the low payouts. And it's really, yes, because it's going to start to affect the artist.
And the art.
Yes,
It is now.
It is now. If you guys go away from buying music, how are they going to get money? And don't tell me about concerts and merch and all the other stuff.
Because not everybody has that.
How will these people be able to support themselves, and especially the independent market, because their audience is not as big as a mainstream. Like streaming service only benefits the mainstream artists. Right. If we do go away from that, yeah, you may have an increase, indirectly in the number of people that are streaming music, but because the payouts are so low, they're not going to earn that much money. There are reports now where mainstream artists are getting low checks because of the way the money is distributed when it goes to the label. Apple's paying what, 2 cents per stream?
Oh, really?
Excuse
Yeah,
me?
it's low, but because they negotiated a lower rate because they're Apple.
Yeah.
That shit doesn't matter to the consumer.
Point.
All the consumer wants is the lowest
convenience.
price
Yep.
for that service.
Yep.
And right now, you can get a service, $9.99? And then in 5 years, that'll be $5.99.
Oh,
But people don't think it. They're like, oh, well, this company's great because they're offering a lower rate. But what they're not thinking about is if you're only paying $5.99, how much do you think that artist is getting? And then do you think your favorite artist is going to keep putting out albums? Do you think D'Angelo's going to keep putting out albums? Is Run the Jewels going to put out a Run the Jewels 12? No, because they're not getting any money out of it. They have to go get real jobs now because you motherfuckers don't want to pay them any money.
fans are going to be arguing about that.
Of course they
Put
are.
out music. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
And who,
Right.
Yep.
But you don't want to pay for it.
But you don't want to pay
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, and taking it a step further, you're putting money into the bank, into the pockets of Apple, Tidal,
Right.
Spotify.
Exactly.
They're getting the
And
money
they're
out. They're
getting
paying
no
it out at a
output.
lower rate, but they're the ones that's benefiting
money.
from
Not the
them
artist.
providing the service to you.
Not the artist.
And they already
I don't
have
know.
millions. You're just throwing more money at their millions, while this artist who is probably working a 9 to 5 every day is
Do you
giving
pay-
you money that you
Do you pay for
love.
any streaming services?
Fuck no.
I don't even.
Because I only use streaming services to test out music. And I'm not saying that this is
Oh, right,
the
right.
better
To
way.
listen to
It's
it?
not the better way. This is a dinosaur model. I know that. I'm a dinosaur dude, whatever. But that's what I do. I only stream music to see if I like it enough to buy it.
Right.
If I like it, I buy it. At the same time, I have that luxury. I have a 9 to 5 job that pays me way more than I'm worth. So I can afford to do that. I can afford to do that. I'm just saying, a lot of motherfuckers,
I know, I feel
they
what
work
you're saying.
way harder than
I
me.
know what you're
you see what I'm saying?
saying.
So they can't afford to do what I do. I can afford to spend, $150 a month in fucking records.
I think I'm the only one in the crew that pays for streaming services.
I'm contemplating it.
Okay.
But I'll
Which
give
one?
you my reasons for
I
Apple
put-
Music.
And I pay for Spotify, and I'm probably gonna switch over to Apple. At the end of the day, every streaming service does this. They give you the brand new music as soon as it comes out.
Right.
You don't have to download it. It's right there. You want to listen to it, boom, you listen to it.
I've actually used it, and in the interest of fairness, I'm gonna try Tidal and Spotify too, so I can compare all three. But I've used Apple service, and one of the reasons why I'll buy music. So the reason why I'm contemplating paying for a streaming service is that, in all honesty, it is Apple, you know, and it makes it more convenient. And I think
pay for iTunes Max, because I know we.
Yeah, I do.
So all right, so and then you started Apple Music. Has it like changed your iTunes Match?
No, not yet. Nothing that I've noticed so far.
Okay.
I do think that it's unavoidable. I think that streaming would eventually
take over.
Yeah.
They just like super convenient stuff.
I was gonna say, like, have ebooks replaced regular books?
Hell yeah.
They have?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They have, dude.
No. Yeah.
I know very few people that still buy
Really?
books. I buy
Selling
books.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that buy books.
Man, I went to a library.
You know a lot of nerds like me.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I like having books because I like holding the book.
Yeah,
I like the way books
Right.
smell.
Same-
I
yeah.
like
That's the same thing my homegirl say. They like
But even the places to buy books have died down. And
The places to buy books have died.
So it's like
Stores
you
are
don't even
totally
have a
closing.
place to go buy a book.
But
Really.
that happened with record stores already. So I mean, it's the same trend.
People, the convenience of buying a book in one or
and
two
the fact
clicks.
that you can have like 20 books and something the size of this is like so convenient.
And people gonna realize one day that this shit is gonna be a problem at some point.
You know, I was talking about, because I was thinking about, God,
I
what
don't think
movie
they
was
care
it?
right
It
now,
was. It was.
But they're gonna care when they're being replaced.
Yeah.
Where they're gonna shut down
All this
everybody's
shit.
shit. and all that.
Everybody is always like, oh, we want everything to be convenient. But at some point, you're gonna stop being convenient.
Yeah.
And when you don't need you to show up at your job and they got some fucking computer doing it, then you're gonna start crying. But your ass was fucking buying up Tidal. Your ass was buying up fucking iTunes Match.
Yeah.
When they have FIFO Match, you're gonna be like, damn, this is fucked up. Alright?
Wasn't
You'll be
it-
looking at me when I'm in my little bunker where my fucking aluminum foil hamlet talking about I'm not playing this shit with me and my records and my cat.
You know, I don't know if this was the industrial revolution, which revolution was where they started to replace people with machines,
That's the
and then those,
Industrial
the industrial revolution and then so they started to do that. The same thing is going to happen where you know, you're going to lose value in the person, and there'll be more value placed on that machine because they can do it faster and more efficiently and earn more money. And the labels are really earning more money, and the people that's, you know, doing the work is not.
Y'all better start thinking about this shit.
So
And on top of that, back to the books, shit, you think about if everything goes digital and everything just goes away. For one, how you gonna listen to it? You can still pick up a physical copy of a book and read it.
Right.
And in all honesty, it'd be kind of hard to play a CD. But if you have no digital, you know, device, you can at least still find something that can play a CD or a vinyl or a cassette.
I mean, you can always find something to play vinyl. You can use a needle and a cup.
Yeah.
You ever did that?
Hell no.
Nah.
I'm not fucking up my record by trying to listen to it
You don't have to
on
fuck
a
up your
cup.
record. If you do it right now. I did a science project on it.
You know what? Also, putting all of your books and stuff digitally, that's going to make it a lot easier for them to control what you can read, because it'll be a lot easier to delete certain things
Well,
Certain
from
books and stuff.
history.
Like, they're already
the
doing
books
that,
will not
actually.
exist. But yeah, but I mean, if it's all digital, and it's
how
like,
can
well,
you
shit,
tell?
you know what?
That
We don't
never
want this book to exist. Boop, it's
Yep.
gone. Boop, this is gone.
iTunes actually does that now, not on that scale, but what happens is if the record label say, yeah, I don't want you to sell my album anymore, and you don't have a physical copy of that album, you just have it in the cloud,
well,
and
it's
if you
gone.
lose it, you can't get it back because they don't sell it. So there's no way to go back through your purchase history and rebuy it. The only way you'll have it is if you have a copy of your hard drive somewhere, as long as your hard drive hasn't crashed, if you haven't used it. And on top of that, there's also saying that if you really read the language, you don't even own the music, you're just licensing the music to play it.
So they have every right to take it back if they want to,
True.
without giving you your money
As
back.
punishment.
Yep.
Thank you, BrooklynFly23, for your question. Remember to send all of your questions to askdeadandhiphop.com or our Twitter, Ask DEHH. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and
Socials.
Yeah, all the socials, Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube. So, yeah, anything else to say?
No, it's